George, Maria, Salim, and Krishna were graduating. After the graduation, each went into their own ways. Maria took up secretarial course and she joined as a secretary in a Mumbai company. George was more interested in politics. He went into communist classes, and at the same time he was also doing a diploma in marketing, and he joined a Kerala company as a junior marketing officer. And Salim, interested in accounts, he took a diploma and he joined as a junior accounting officer. And they all, continued with their work. Maria got married. She had two children. She normally went to office on time, came back after the time, and she went for dancing, for movies. She was in her comfort zone. She had two children, and her husband was very loving, and they went on. But it took her almost 10 years to get a small promotion as a senior secretary. Salim, trudged on. He married, and as per the custom of his, let's say, people, he had 4 boys and 5 girls, a large family, which he found very difficult to manage. So he had to do some extra work. He developed a small pouch, but he was a good, sincere worker. George was creating problems in the company. He joined as a junior marketing officer. He had activities in the trade unionism, and he was actually a thorn for the management. In the course of time, management decided to see that the entire outsourcing, entire marketing operations was outsourced, and George became out of job. But Krishna was different. He came early to the office, went late, and he studied everything about the company, its operations, its product, its competitors. He took 2 diplomas, one in production and one in marketing, of which he was not very much thorough with. He was very careful to prepare every single talk he had to do with his boss. He would run through in his mind, and when he presented what he wanted to say, the boss felt it was accurate and precise, and he did not take his time. The boss liked it. When he was talking to the subordinates, Krishna always felt that they understood what he told them. So he would make them say back what he was speaking to them. That way he ensured the communication was proper. In 3 years' time, Krishna was promoted as a senior manager, and then he went on, he studied on. He would go to the net, study about his competitors, the latest production techniques, latest marketing techniques. And whenever there was a meeting, Krishna had positive, concrete suggestions, and the management felt this is the guy for future. In 5 years' time, he was made the general manager. Time went on. Salim went on with his accounts work. He was in his comfort zone, living with his large family. And then he was promoted as a senior accountant after 15 years. But then Maria continued as senior secretary for a long time, and George was without job. In another 5 years' time, when there was a position in the company for CEO, the directors had Krishna in mind, but they did not give him the job just like that. They put him as a deputy, and in 2 years' time, Krishna was promoted as a CEO. He became the CEO of a large corporation. In a few years' time, he was hungry. And when he was the CEO, Maria applied for a position of secretary in his company, and she was taken. And the first thing Maria told Krishna was, "You are lucky." And when Salim met Krishna, Salim too told him, "You are lucky, you are driving a BMW, you have enough money." Krishna was married, his wife was also working. He had 2 girls, and these girls were educated so well that when they were grown up, One went to Harvard to do MBA, another went to IIT to do engineering. He was in such a high position. In the business circles, he was known. He was in his super comfort zone. He lived, let's say, hard way. He did not live in his comfort zone for 15 years. And he had the reward. He was hungry. When you are hungry, you get what you want. That is the lesson. And George came to his office seeking for a job, and Krishna refused to take him because Krishna knew this guy had distorted ideas. George always thought the bourgeois, the employers, exploited the employees, which is not the case. So he knew George would make problems. So friendship is friendship, business is business. And George is now an accomplished CEO, and he is known in the business circle. And let every one of us remember, this is possible for all of us. We need to be hungry. Thank you.